Happy Wednesday. Happy Mind Your Wednesday. So, I'm going to put out a little disclaimer on this story about me making coffee the other day. I am not a coffee drinker regularly, but sometimes I want coffee. So, I was making a cup and I found these little individual packs of instant coffee that makes 1 cup at a time, and I add my cream and sugar like I normally do. So I'm pretty much a systematic kind of person, so I always use the same amount of sugar, same amount of cream in this 1 cup of coffee that I make when I want to have coffee. So the other day, I make the coffee and go through my usual steps, sit down with my breakfast, and I take a sip, and it tasted a little not like it normally does. It was okay, but it just wasn't as sweet as I typically like my coffee to be. So my first thought was, when I was making the coffee, I remember I stirred it with something other than a spoon. I can't remember what it was. So then I was like, okay, well, maybe the sugar didn't get stirred up as well as I normally do it. So instead of me getting up, because I'm just in the den, to go get a spoon to stir it up, I just continue to sip the coffee. So I sip, and as most people probably have experienced at some point in time, whether it's coffee, tea, cold tea, hot tea, if it settles at the bottom, the closer you get to the bottom of the cup, it gets sweeter and sweeter. So guess what? My coffee got sweeter and sweeter toward the bottom of the cup. And I'm sitting there sipping this really sweet coffee at this point, all because I chose not to stir up my cup of coffee again. So I'm thinking, a lot of the things that we need to accomplish the things that we desire, we already have. We have all of the ingredients. We just need to stir them up again. We can have all the resources we need. You know, that friend that you kind of sort of got mad at and didn't realize you were stopped talking to him like you used to? Yeah, that one probably has what you need to accomplish this next step in your goal. Or just the resources that you do have, just thinking about them in a different way, or using them in a different configuration, if you will, just using them differently. But it just made me think, everything I needed to make that perfect for me, cup of coffee, I had. The only thing I needed to do was stir it up. So if it's even just a dormant idea that you've had that you kind of set to the side, let's stir that thing back up. Call that friend that you know can help you put your website together. Go ahead and call them. You do know somebody. Use your resources. Use the people that are around you. Stir some things up again and just reimagine your dream and get closer to that goal. Guys, listen, that kind of stirred me up, just sitting there thinking about, like, okay, Tracy, everything you need, you have. Just think about it differently. Look at it different. Use your resources and stir that thing back up again. Guys, I hope that's helped someone or reminded someone, like I had to remind myself the other day. And as I always say, if nobody's told you that they love you today, I love you. I love you. I love you. Guys, be a great day, and I'll talk with you next week.